win over negative emotions. Solution in market. Directly control negative emotions. Assumption: intellect has direct connection with emotions. This methods are found to fail because there is no way emotions can take direct instructions from intellect. New solution. Indirectly control. Access to emotions only through an entity called Siddha, source of driving energy, day. So, let us try to understand intellectually what is this Siddha, day, and learn how to control negative emotions. In Vedic terms, mind has four parts: manam, siddha, intellect, akankaram. Intellect does not have any direct control over negative emotions. Intellect can influence negative emotions only through siddha. Need to understand siddha and take control of negative emotion. How to win over negative emotions. In one of the lecture session, I have expressed about an opinion: we should not create any negative energy within ourselves. Listening this, a lady sent a question: should we take effort to keep ourselves without such negative energy? We can try for our happiness in the outer world. There is nothing wrong in it. However, there should not be any effort within our mind. What does that mean? We may go to meet our friends thinking that we would become happy on meeting them. This is what is like attempting something in the outer world for the inner happiness. I get peace of mind in a particular situation. If I try something in order to maintain that peace, then it is an effort within our mind. Our psychological emotions may exhibit joy or peace. We should never attempt anything in connection with this. We should leave it as it is. We may invite a bird that is flying in air. However, we should not try to cage that bird when it comes to our house. What is meant by ensuring that negative energy is not formed? Here it is necessary to analyze the functioning of our mind in a different way. We are going to analyze the functioning of our mind in terms of mind, intellect and siddha. Natural tendency and energy of mind. Mind denotes a particular character of our mind. If we want to do a work, we must have various ideas about the work. Out of those ideas, we have to select the appropriate idea for our work. Mind takes the role of giving many ideas about the work. This is what we call in the name of mind. Out of the many suggestions provided by our mind, we have to choose one. It is intellect that takes the role of choosing particular thing out of all these. After choosing an idea for our work, what we have to do? We have to execute the idea for our work. Siddha provides the energy for the execution of the idea. Siddha is the natural character and tendency of our mind. Because of the energy supplied by Siddha, we execute all our actions. Let us suppose you have 1 week holiday. What can you do during these holidays? Here, mind takes the role of giving you ideas. Let us go for a trip to a nearby country and stay there for the holidays. This is what our mind says. If only one idea is given, it is not mind. It gives some other ideas also. It is long since we visited our village farmhouse. So let us go there and stay for a while. We can go to a pilgrimage utilizing the holidays. I have not been spending my time to repair my house. Let me complete that repair work in these holidays. The mind gives many ideas like these. If one idea is acted upon, the other idea cannot be taken up. Only one idea alone has to be chosen and acted upon. Choosing only one idea is the role of intellect. What is Siddha, the energy house of our mind? This is our nature, the subconscious mind. However, the Siddha does not function directly like mind or intellect. It will function indirectly without our conscience. What is this indirect functioning? There were two friends. One of them was blind. However, he was very strong. The other one had proper eyesight but was handicapped, without the ability to walk. The blind one would be carrying the other one upon his shoulders and walk. The friend sitting on the shoulders of the handicapped would give directions of the right path. The journey will continue in this manner. Siddha is like the friend who is blind but is full of energy and power. What will be the function of Siddha then? For example, we are walking in a street. There are many persons gathered 100 meters away from us. From here, we will not be able to know why these people have gathered there. The mind says, let us go near them and find out why they have gathered there. The mind does not stop there. It also suggests, the people that have gathered there seem to be of unruly nature. We should not invite unnecessary troubles by going near them. Let us take a different route avoiding the main street. The mind suggests to us like this, to keep away from that crowd. There are two choices. Either move towards the crowd, or go away from the crowd. We must choose either one of these two choices. Intellect is nothing but the one that does the job of choosing. Let us suppose that the intellect accepts the first choice and decides to go near the crowd. The job of Siddha is to give the necessary energy to go towards the crowd. What kind of energy do we need in order to go towards the crowd? We may need to have an interest to go there. Siddha is nothing but the one that gives that interest to us to go near the crowd. Interest or curiosity is the energy that is needed to drive us towards the crowd. Siddha supplies the energy in the form of interest or curiosity to execute the decision. Let us suppose that our intellect accepts the second choice instead of choosing the first one. Now how will our Siddha function? What is the second choice? We should ignore the crowd and run away from them. This is the second choice. What kind of energy should we have to run away from the crowd? Fear and aversion are the energies that will drive us away from the crowd. So the siddha provides fear and aversion. If our intellect decides to run away from the crowd, siddha aspect gives us the fear emotion that fulfills the idea of running away. Here we have got two kinds of emotions. Fear and interest. Out of these two emotions, interest is the positive emotion. Fear is the negative emotion. Both are required for us. Both are useful for our functioning. The negative emotion, the negative energy, is very much needed for running away from an unwanted area. Even then, all the negative emotions create a chemical change in the nervous system of our body. The chemicals cause some damage in the nervous system. This is in a way an impact on us. Even then, it is necessary to accept these impacts in order to execute and complete the external actions successfully and securely. We can use the negative emotions such as sorrow, fear, tension and anger for our activities. There is nothing wrong in it. However, should we fight against this negative energy in order to get rid of it from our mind? No. That is not required. If we ignore it, it will go off. Should we really attack it, which will go away on its own? What kind of emotion did we get when we have decided to move away from the crowd? We got the negative emotion called fear. That emotion alone made us run away from the crowd. What is meant by wanting to be free from fear? It means that we should move away from fear. What kind of emotion will we need in order to move away from something? It is none other than fear. Fear alone will drive us away from something. In the name of running away from negative emotions, we unconsciously create negative energy or emotion. By thinking of escaping from fear, our siddha actually creates fear. When negative emotions such as fear or anger occur in a situation, what will happen if our intellect decides that it is natural for one to get such emotions? What kind of emotions would our siddha aspect exhibit in that situation? Let us suppose that the train, in which we need to travel, is slowly moving when we reach the station. What will we do? Will we not move faster and get into the train? Likewise, when our intellect decides that negative emotions are also natural, our siddha aspect starts giving the energy and ability to accept and accommodate those negative emotions. Is accepting these negative emotions a positive or a negative action? When we accept the functioning of our inner mind wholeheartedly, the mind that was functioning negatively changes its mode to a positive state. Intellect has got its limitation. It does not have the capability to know everything about future events. But it does not accept. Our intellect has this ignorance of confusing, as if it knows thoroughly what it doesn't know for sure. Now we have to win over that intellect also. We may conquer the intellect by intellect itself. Winning over the intellect by intellect means that intellect should keep itself calm by saying that it does not know what it does not know. It is also possible to win over the intellect with the help of the enemy of the intellect. Who is the enemy of intellect? Superstition of faith is the enemy of intellect. The whole future is under the control of God. God would take care of everything. Justice is all-powerful. It will bring the injustice under its control. If we think good, only good things will happen. This superstitious, faithful thought controls the speed of our intellect from its unnecessary thoughts. Unnecessary negative emotions do not form. By understanding about intellect and siddha, negative emotions can be handled easily.